am audible? Good morning, all of you. Is I
Yes,
am
sir.
audible?
Morning, yes.
A very good morning to all of you and all. On behalf of GTU Graduate School of Engineering and Technology, myself, Professor Deepak Upadhyay, welcome you all for the webinar number 8, that is the Malware Analysis Secret of Reverse Engineering. Some brief about our institute. GTU Graduate School of Engineering and Technology, that established in 2017, is the AICT approved institute. Currently, two courses are running in the institute. One for computer IT students, that is the ME in cybersecurity, and for EC students, the ME in mobile communication and network technology. So today we are having the session on the malware analysis with our expert, that is Mr. Krishna Sharma, and he is the founder and CEO of Cybrator Technology Private Limited, Ahmedabad. He is a very helpful person for law enforcement agency to spread awareness in the field of cybersecurity and solving the cybercrime cases. He has conducted more than 100 workshops on ethical hacking and digital forensic across the country. He is also providing the penetration testing service to education institute and the corporate sector. So I will like to welcome Mr. Krishna Sharma sir to take over the session and give a very brief overview of the malware analysis and the digital forensic in this session. And I hope this session will be very useful for all the cyber security students, researchers, or the corporate sector members. Krishna Sharma sir.
Good morning, sir. Thank you, sir. Hello, am I audible to you all?
Yes, sir.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So, thank you, Deepak, sir, for this introduction. Okay, now I will move on to actually the. I won't give much introduction more. Okay, I'll just start directly the topics that we are covering up today because we don't have much of the time left. Okay, we have just 1 hour, so in 1 hour, whatever is possible for me, I'll just try to deliver it. Okay, so today's topic is first of all, let me share my screen. Okay. Okay. Is it visible to everyone? Yes or no? Just give me a small prompt.
Yes,
Yes.
Okay, fine.
yes sir.
Fine. So before going on to anything, before going on to any topic, okay, first let's tell you something about malware analysis and reverse engineering. It's not that easy to complete this entire topic in 1 hour actually. Okay, it's a very complicated topic, you can say, and it's a never-ending topic also. So in this particular webinar, I will be first of all giving the intro of malware reversing and reverse engineering and all, and then after we'll talk about some real-time cases like uh, different malwares are there in market that you all know might be okay. Like for example, WannaCry and all. So we'll talk about those things and how to reverse them practically. We'll see it. Okay. Okay, fine. So let's start with the presentation part. So my name is Krishna Sharma, as told, and my number is given over here. You are free to question me anytime on this number. Okay. So introduction part: malware analysis and reverse engineering. So reverse engineering and malware analysis both are you can say interrelated. Okay. Malware analysis is completely dependent upon reverse engineering. Now, what is reverse engineering? So as per the definition, we can see it over here. Reverse engineering is a crucial process of malware threat intelligence research. Means I have given the definition over here in accordance to the malware analysis. Okay, means we are just correlated both of the things. Okay, so what is engineering normally? We all are doing engineering, or many might have done also engineering before. Okay, so engineering is like you are creating something from the scratch based on some theory. Okay, so that is creation of something. So what is reverse engineering? Reverse engineering is just the opposite thing. Like for example, you are having a exe file, or you are having any different kind of DLL or any file, any extension file. Okay, and you want to reverse it back, and you want to check it from the scratch how it began, how everything just began, and that is called reverse engineering. Is backtracking a thing. Okay, that is called reverse engineering. Okay. So in reverse engineering, mainly, see, you should have the basic knowledge of assembly language. That is very much important. Okay, because if you talk about APK files, reversing a APK file, then what is there in the APK file? APK is a package, so you can just reverse back and get the exact source code over there. But in the case of exe files, because these are compiled files, okay, so here you will not be able to go back to the original source codes. You will be stuck in between only at the level of middle level languages, okay, or you can say assembly languages. So that is not actually very it is not a English kind of, or you cannot say it's a high level language that will be easily understandable. Okay. Now again, few things are there inside reverse engineering. Like everything starts with a very basic question: who, why, and these all things. For example, if I ask you a lame question that what is your name, and you are giving me an answer, so obviously you are giving me an answer because you know that answer. That particular data is fed inside your brain. That's why you are giving me that answer. Okay. But just imagine, if you're not a human being, you are just a machine. Okay. So same thing happens with the softwares. Like for example, you purchased a trial version software. Okay, and one more thing in between. If I'm going fast in any case, or if there is any problem with the voice or something like the screen, okay, just let me know in between. Just send me a message over there. Okay. So am I audible to everyone right now? Once again, I'll be asking this question. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes,
fine.
sir.
So, where was I? Okay, I was on trial version softwares. So, see, no subject is boring. Okay, the thing is that the person who teaches is he is boring person. That's why the subject also becomes boring. So, you need not understand first of all reverse engineering. First of all, just see what actually what is the basic of reverse engineering, what is the base of it, okay, how things work over here. Okay, so if I'll give you this there is a definition written over here on the screen. Okay, you can see this. Okay, but I won't be going with the definition right now. First of all, give you a small example. Like for example, you, because everybody knows that there are full paid version softwares. So what you just download a cracked version software from the internet, download it, install it, and you enjoy it over there. Okay, but the thing is that, now see, if there is a trial version software, means trial version means it is valid for 30 days. After that, it will be asked as a, means they will ask for a key and all. So after 30 days, when you gave the key over there and you pressed enter, a random key, just gave a random key, okay? So it gave you an error that authentication not successful, or registration not successful, or trial not complete, means anything, any kind of error, means it was not done into, it was not transformed to a full version software. So it gave you a particular error. Now tell me one thing, if I'm asking you your name, then you are giving me your name. Just imagine, if you're not knowing your name, then how can you say your name to me? Similarly, in the case of softwares, if you are giving a particular key to the software and software is saying me that no, this is not the key, you are wrong. That means who knows the key? Obviously, either the software knows the key or the authentication server knows the key. Okay, that means we need to just reverse back things. Okay, if you are not a human being, if you are a machine, okay, so I just told you, like for example, hello Ashwin, how are you? And your name is not Ashwin. So obviously it will give me an error. Okay. So you are giving me error. That means inside your brain there is something going on. There is a comparison going on. Okay. Similarly, the things happen in the case of softwares also. Okay. In the softwares, there are comparison codes over there. Okay. So see, everything is not possible for me to make you understand in just 1 hour. So it will be advisable to write down few key points, whatever I say. I won't be saying you every time that write down this particular key point and all. So whatever seems to be important, you can just write it down so that you can do the research on it later on. Okay. So if you are talking about comparison right now, so see, if you are doing reverse engineering and you are reversing back a particular exe file in which it was asking for a key, you gave a key and it gave you error. That means in that particular software, there must be a place where the comparison is going on. Okay. And the comparison stands, and the comparison is written in assembly as CMP. Okay. Just write it down somewhere. So you need to find out the exact function or exact code snippet where the comparison is going on, because obviously if you're giving a key inside it, it is comparing it, okay, then checking it. If it is right, then successful. If it is wrong, then not successful. Okay, so you are getting an error. That means not successful. So everything inside a software is instruction, the next instruction, the next instruction. Okay, so if comparison is going on, then obviously there must be two instructions over there. Okay, one will be true and one will be false. True will be sending a instruction to the particular memory address. Second will be also sending it to the particular memory address. So you just need to trace back that memory address, that where is the successful thing written over there inside the memory address. So this is what we say as reverse engineering. Okay, what we did is we reversed back the code. We tried to find out where, at which point the comparison was going on. If comparison was going on, then what was the next instruction where the successful key was there. Okay, so that we need to find out. Fine. So obviously comparison CMP, compare key, two cases, true or false. If true, then do this. If false, then do this. Then there will be another key, then there will be another instruction. You should take care of this thing also. There will be J and Z. J and Z. It is also a assembly language command. Okay, instruction. What it is, what it does, jump if not zip. It's a conditional jump. It's a conditional jump. So if comparison is going on, then there will be a conditional jump. Okay, अगर ये होगा, if this will be there, then do this. अगर मैं उस J and Z को JMP में convert कर दूँ, what if I convert that J and Z to JMP? So what will happen? It will be a unconditional jump. JMP is what? Unconditional. So without doing any kind of without testing any condition, it will directly jump to the successful key. Okay, so that is what crack is. Whenever you download a crack from the internet and you just copy and paste over there, and what happens? You give any key, random key over there, press enter, and it shows you that registered successfully. Now your software is full version. So that is what reverse engineering is. Now you can go to the you can say the thing that I've written over here. So reverse engineering is also an important way for defenders to check their own code for weaknesses, obviously. Okay. So what is malware analysis now? Malware analysis is the study of process of determining the functionality, origin, and potential impact of a given malware. Okay. Samples such as virus, worm, Trojan horse, rootkits, backdoors, malware or malicious software in any computer software intended to harm the host operating system or steal sensitive data from user, organization, or companies. Now see, a very important thing. Maximum of the students, they are actually getting confused in between different kinds of malwares. Okay, when anything happens to your system, you say it's a virus attack, but no, it's not. And not, it's not a virus attack all the time. Okay, there may be different things. There can be different ways attacker can come inside your system. It is not the virus all the time. Okay, so if you talk about malwares, and there are many different kinds of malwares. Like if you want to write it down, you can write it down somewhere. Okay, like viruses are there. Inside viruses also there are many different kinds of viruses. Okay, so first of all, viruses are there, worms are there. Just give me 1 second. Just 1 second. Sorry, I just got a call. Okay, so I was talking about viruses, worms, and all. So different kinds of malwares actually. So there are viruses, there are worms, there are Trojan horses, there are rootkits, backdoors, there are bootkits, and there are ransomwares. If you know about ransomwares, okay, I'll explain ransomwares in this webinar only. If I get time, okay, I'll try my level best to finish up things more as much as I can, okay, because it is a never-ending topic. Seriously, I'll tell you. Okay, so Trojan horse is there, rootkits are there, backdoors are there, crypto lockers are there, ransomwares are there, adwares are there. Okay, you can say virus hoaxes are there. So these are different kinds of malwares, keyloggers also. Okay, so what are these actually? Why are they classified into different parts, different categories? Because of their either their working state or their target. Okay, so viruses, worms, trojans, these are They're all different malwares. Okay, you did not get confused between all of them. Okay, if you want actually see, if I just go on for malwares, just for malwares, today we are doing malware analysis. Okay, so if we'll just talk about malwares, it will take near about one entire day to make you understand different kinds of malwares and on their working. Okay, so I won't be focusing on that particular thing right now, so I'll just move forward. So types of malware analysis. Okay, fine. So there are two types of malware analysis: static and dynamic. So what is static? Don't go for the definition right now. First listen to me, okay? Then go for the definition. Then only you will understand the definition. In simple words, static code analysis. What is static malware analysis? It means in static analysis, we are not seeing the working of a particular tool or of a particular malware. Because see, स्टैटिक में क्या होता है, हम किसी malware को execute नहीं करते, सिंपल सा डिफरेंस है. डायनामिक में हम malware को execute करते in the environment, okay, in a controlled environment. So static analysis means what? We are just accessing the source code of a particular malware and trying to find out that is there any trace of malicious code inside that or not. That is the static malware analysis. Dynamic is what? Inside dynamic, we are not doing the code analysis. We are doing what? We are doing behavior analysis. Means how it is getting executed and what are the changes it is making to the system while it is getting executed. Okay. So this is the simple difference. If you'll go for the definition part and all, you will see entire big definitions over there. Okay. But if you summarize everything, it will be just in one word. Okay. One is code analysis and one is behavior analysis. That's all. Okay. Like for example, if you are sleeping at home and I'm not asking you to wake up, I'm just watching you and analyzing you. That is static one. And I just left you out in wild, do whatever you feel like. So that is a dynamic analysis. Okay. Same thing in dynamic, you can see behavior analysis performed. Okay. Now there are these are two different parts. Okay, and it's not means you need to do both of the things. If you really want to find out what is actually working and all, then you have to do this thing. But one more thing you need to do. Okay. Now see, in static malware analysis, we use disassembler. Okay. But inside dynamic, we use debugger. Both are different. I know there are many students still who are not having clear idea about the difference between debugger, disassembler, and decompiler. They are different. Okay. Debuggers and disassemblers. First of all, say for static we are using disassembler, okay, and for dynamic we are using debuggers, because debuggers can pause, play, and control the execution of a particular thing, okay, in the real environment. What is disassembler? It is just after assembly, it is just reversing it back. Okay, so it will give you a disassembled code, okay, of a particular exe file. So you can just understand it and read it, because it transforms back to human readable format. Okay, that's what. So that is the difference actually in disassembler and debugger. Okay, so the best disassembler is right now IDA Pro and Ghidra. Okay, I will prefer. I will just. It's my preference. You can use any of them, but I use Ghidra. I'll prefer it more. Okay, IDA is also very good, but the problem is that IDA is a paid software and Ghidra is open source. If you all don't know about Ghidra, then you can just search it out. It is the tool that was leaked by WikiLeaks. Okay, in Vault 7. Vault VAULT. Vault 7. Vault 7 is what? It's a leaked database. Okay, that was leaked by WikiLeaks. It contains all the softwares that was used by NSA once. Okay, so that is and Ghidra is just one tool from that. Okay, so Ghidra is actually very good and it's open source right now, so you can just use it without cost, without any cost. But IDA Pro is a bit costlier. Okay, if you just purchase a pro version, I think it's near about $1,000, something like that. Okay, now we will move on to tools. As I told you right now, few tools like Ghidra, IDA Pro, and for this dynamic analysis, you can use any debugger. The best one is OllyDBG. It's very easy to understand it. Okay, and the similar one to OllyDBG is Immunity Debugger. Immunity. Okay, you will get, and the why Immunity is better than OllyDBG, because the interface is same. Both interface is same, but Immunity Debugger is having own scripting engine. Okay, and in OllyDBG you need to import scripts. Then comes tools. I got a message. Okay, no. Okay, sorry. So now there is a binary analysis tool. Okay, so like see when you do hacking and all, in hacking also what we do before targeting a particular before attacking a particular target. Okay, we need to get the information before that. Okay, that is called intelligence gathering or information gathering. Okay. So here also before going on for the analysis part, we'll do okay some, you can say, analysis. It is also analysis only. Okay, that we do before doing going on for any debugger and disassembler. Okay, we just try these things. I will show you this thing in a real environment right now. I'll create a Trojan, and then we'll just see how Trojan is getting analyzed inside these things. Okay, and I'm also having one means one copy of WannaCry ransomware with me. It's very dangerous. Okay, if by mistake if I executed that thing on my host system, my entire data will be encrypted. Okay, and then I'll have to pay I'll have to pay a ransom amount of $300 to get my things back. Okay, so it's better to keep it safe. That's why I use it in a very rare case. Okay. Fine. So now binary analysis tool, we have PE Studio, PEID, EXE Info. You can write down these names if you want. Okay. But for now, the best one that is means you can say the user interface is also very good, and it's very easy to use also. So you can use PE Studio or Resource Hacker. These two are the best for me. Others may seem feasible to you. Okay, but for me, it's my personal choice. You can have some different choices also. Now see, in disassembler, we have different disassemblers right now here. IDA Pro, Brad Air, okay, Banner Ninja, Hydra. Then comes debugger, CNU debugger, WinDBG, OllyDBG, X64DBG. Okay, you can use any of them. So these are different names that will be helpful for you. Okay. So no need to go for all the softwares. Remember this thing. Many of them they think that we need to cover this software also, that software also. That no, it's not necessary. Okay, you need to be just master in one. Okay, one is enough. For example, if you want to use disassembler, either use IDA Pro or Radair or Barrel Ninja or Ghidra. Okay, anyone will be enough. So no need to go for each and every one of them. And Ghidra will be, I will suggest to you Ghidra because it is open source, so it won't be chargeable. Okay, and debuggers also the same case. Okay. Now the most important thing, sandboxes. Now see why I talk about sandbox. Okay, before going on to sandbox, I will show you something. You can see I have kept my files over here in a folder. Okay, and the folder name is dangerous. I just kept the name dangerous. Why? Because I don't want by mistake also to click on any of some files are over here. If WannaCry.zip file is present over here, it's a crypto locker file. Okay, if by mistake I clicked on this, then all of my data will be encrypted, entire data. So just imagine if I want to do this, okay, if I want to analyze this, if I want to see the actual working of this. So is it possible for me to run this thing in an open environment in my system, okay, and give you the outputs? No, because if I run this thing in open environment, then all of my other softwares will be at risk, okay, all of my data will be at risk. So possible chances are there that if I don't give a means if I don't give breakpoint at the particular points at the right points, it will be getting executed on my system. Okay, so what are breakpoints and all? I'll just make you explain that thing. For now, just see. Okay, so why sandboxes? Sandboxes are actually used for the same thing, analysis only, Okay, but the thing is that it creates a isolated environment. So if anything wrong happens to your system, with the analysis part, if something happened, let us suppose you gave a wrong breakpoint, okay, and the thing that don't want, that you didn't want to execute, but it executed by mistake, then it will not keep your it will keep your host system safe from that. Okay, and your data and your system will be completely safe in that case. Okay? So that's why normally we use sandboxes. In today's time, the most common sandbox is Cuckoo sandbox. Okay, but I have never been using sandboxes before. Means I never use sandboxes normally. You might be thinking that why, how will we then, how will I just analyze those dangerous crypto lockers and all? Old is gold for me. I use normally VMwares or virtual boxes. Okay, and I create and I copy the entire OS and keep it safe somewhere else, a copy. So what happens if anything happens to the virtual box? It happens inside the virtual box. Nothing happens to the base system. Okay. So that is what a kind of, that is also a kind of isolated environment. Okay, but if you want, you can have Cuckoo Sandbox. It is free of cost and you can download it. But the problem with Cuckoo Sandbox is that it uses Python 2.7. Okay, and 2.7 only. The support for 3.x is not available, and many of the libraries and databases also get discontinued. Okay, since I think January, or it will be discontinued in the recent times. Okay, so I don't use Cuckoo. That's, there are many cases using, means it is a good thing, but I don't like it. Okay, I normally use a manual way of just creating a normal virtual box file, creating a normal virtual system, and inside that only I try to execute things. So you can use it. There are very different ones available over here. I've written the names over here. You can just take it out, the names, if you want. Okay. Now moving on to the next part, malware types. Okay. Before going on for malware analysis, we need to understand the behavior of the malware. Okay. If you don't understand the behavior of the malware, it will be a very tough task for you to analyze it. Why? Let's see. Okay, I don't know you all know about obfuscation or not, but if you know about obfuscation, the spelling is obfuscation, obfuscation. Okay, so what is obfuscation? Obfuscation is it means that hiding a code behind a code. Okay, like for example, if you reverse back things, if you reverse back an entire source code, sorry, entire executable file, and you got assembly code over there, but the thing that you're seeing over there, it might not be the right thing that you should see. Okay, it is what, it will be a encrypted code, or it can be obfuscated code. Okay, obfuscation and encryption both are different things. So they're more like packing. Okay, packers are also there. Okay, like UPX and all. So many trojans come with packers, some come without packers. So why they use packers? See, after using packers, it becomes a bit difficult for the person, who is doing malware analysis, to see all the imports one by one. Okay, so it becomes a bit difficult. So that's why normally maximum of the trojans to come with the packers. Okay, you see, I won't go through these all things right now because it is a very big topic. Okay, so I'll just directly jump on to the malware analysis part. But just before that, need to make you understand few basic terms. Okay, so self-replicating malwares, population growth malwares, parasitic malwares. By name only it's clear. Self-replicating obviously creates a new instance by itself.
Excuse me, sir. Sorry to interrupt. Someone else is present in the screen. Can the
Pardon?
organizers look into this?
I'm not getting your word. Tell me please.
Someone else is presenting the screen and your presentation is not visible. Can the organizers look into this?
Oh, my screen is not visible. What? Who is this guy? Okay, since when it was in progress? Anyone?
Yeah, now you can do, sir. Sir, you can continue.
Okay, okay, fine,
Krishna,
fine.
sir.
So, हाँ ठीक है ठीक है. So what was the last topic जो आप लोगों ने देखा? Last topic जो आप लोगों ने देखा वो कौन सा था?
Types of malware.
Types of malwares. Okay, fine. ये देख लिया था सभी ने? Do you all see this?
सर आपको दोबारा प्रेजेंट करना पड़ेगा कृष्णा सर.
हाँ हाँ हाँ. Okay okay हाँ.
शेयर योर
Sorry.
स्क्रीन.
हाँ हाँ same. Okay. Is it visible now? Visible है?
Yes, sir.
Okay fine. So last part जो कि visible था तुम लोगों को वो कौन सा था? Anyone please let me know. Was this visible? Last part, the malware types.
Yes, sir. Malware types.
Okay, fine. And please, those who are not is presenting, obviously I'm presenting right now. So please don't turn on your mics, please. Okay, turn on the mics. Okay, fine. So this is, I was talking about malware types, self-replicating malwares, population growth, and parasitic malwares. See, time is 11:31 already. I need to show you some practicals also. So I'll just move on a fast pace little bit. Okay, because see, there is a very big topic. It's a very big topic. Okay, obviously. And actually, I was planning to reverse back the entire WannaCry ransomware, but that will be, I think, too much time taking. So no problem. I will just show you. I will show you. So self-replicating malware creates a new instance and all. So where was I? So logic bombs. Okay, so this is something that is actually very common these days. So logic bomb is what? It consists of two parts: payload and trigger. Now see, what is a payload and what is a trigger? Payload is a thing that it's to be executed by the attacker, and trigger is what? The condition for that. Like for example, this is normally used to bypass the antiviruses. Okay, in some cases what happens if antivirus tries to find the or extract the hash values and all, so in that case it may trigger something, okay, inside the code, and it may execute a payload that the attacker wants to execute. Okay, so these payloads, so these logic bombs and all, it can be a trap for the malware analyst also. Like for example, if you are trying to analyze a particular malware and you are by mistake triggering a particular thing inside the code, then it may execute something random that is not expected. So these are very, very dangerous sometimes. Okay, depends upon the coder who has coded it. Okay, so malware types. This is the actual classification. Okay, boot sector infectors, file infectors, macroviruses. Okay, now see, boot sector infectors means they are changing your boot sequence and all. Okay, and after that they are just bypassing your login and all. So these things can be done by using boot sector infectors. Like Conboot is also using the same thing. Okay, file infectors means it is a kind of parasitic virus or malware that is getting attached to a particular file type or a particular file. Macro viruses are normally used in MS Offices and all. So these are different malwares based on target classification, means what all targets they use. Now the most important part, the concealment strategy classification. This is the most important thing. Concealment means अपने आप को छिपाना. तो अपने आप को छिपाने के तरीकों से उनको कैसे क्लासिफाई किया जाता है. Okay, so first one is no concealment. Obviously, a plain malware. Okay, there is in which there is no concealment, no hidden things. Okay, then comes encryption. Okay, then comes stealth. Last part, oligomorphism, polymorphism, and metamorphism. Now, you must pay attention right now here. Polymorphism, I think everybody knows, but then too, I will tell you, the actual virus engine remains the same, only the junk code keeps on changing, which results in different hashes at every execution. That is polymorphism. Okay, metamorphism. Virus engine also changes, junk code also changes, which results in the change in hash value every execution, but also in the behavior of the malware. In polymorphism, behavior of the malware will not change, but in metamorphism, behavior of the malware will also change. Okay, now comes the most dangerous one, that is oligomorphism. What is oligomorphism? You can see the second part, there is encryption written over there. So oligomorphism is something that you can say a very intelligent kind of virus or malware which encrypts itself by random key that is generated by itself after every execution. That means if you decrypted it anyhow, okay, but as soon as it will execute again, it will generate a new key and it will again encrypt itself. Again, it will generate a new key, again encrypt itself. So it will be a ongoing, continuous process. So oligomorphism is that only. Okay, it is actually keeping it more safe, but it is the most uncommon kind of malware. Okay. So I will not go on for these all things. So I will see. I will go on for these all things if I get time. But before that, I need to show you practical parts also. Okay. So I was display with some malwares. Okay. So I was just talking about this. This is WannaCry. Okay. Once your system is getting infected by WannaCry ransomware, your files will be not accessible. And after that, you can see such a kind of screen will come onto your screen. Okay, which will ask you a money, okay, amount to pay. Okay, so you will have to pay a particular amount, like it's given over here, $300 of bitcoins to this address. Below is the Bitcoin address, wallet address. You need to pay that much amount, then you will be getting your files back. Okay, so that's why it is called as ransomware. So today I was just thinking of showing you this thing also along with the Trojan file, but this is a long and lengthy process. So just stopping it right now over here, and let's see some manual things. Okay, okay, Karthik, sorry, Pratik, you asked me some question or what? Obfuscation. Fine, no problem. We'll see it later on.
No, sir. Actually, you was asking that where were you
अच्छा अच्छा
stopped at
okay
the
okay fine
time
fine.
of screen sharing.
ठीक है thank you. So I'm just starting up with the practical part right now. So practical part start करने से पहले मैं अपने system का antivirus off कर लेता हूँ, because right now I'll be creating a Trojan right now. Okay, so I'll be creating a Trojan right now, and we'll be seeing how Trojan is actually getting worked out over here. Okay. Fine. So this is a dark comet Trojan rat, okay, and it is one of the most stable kind of Trojans available in market. Okay, there are many more of them. Okay, so you can use NJ rat also. You can use Donald Duck. There are many of them actually. Some of the names are actually very funny, so I won't be taking those names right now. But still, there are many. Okay, so let's try to make a Trojan file. So if you know how Trojan works, so Trojan is actually not similar to viruses. Okay, that infects anything. Trojan won't infect anything. Okay, it will just create a backdoor entry inside your system. Okay, and that will give the access to the attacker. Okay, so let's move on to server module full editor. Okay, so here this is mutex. Mutex is nothing. It's, you can just create random mutex over here. It is a kind of key that is used for packing and all. Okay, so network settings, fine. It WAN IP, sorry, LAN IP. Add over here. So I'm giving inside this. So before going on for Trojan analysis, if you don't know about Trojans, that how things work inside Trojan, then let me first of all make you understand in a very small, brief way. Okay, what is actually Trojan and how it works. Now Trojan works on client server computing. Okay, so you are, and I'll be becoming the client, and I'll be sending the server file to the victim. Okay, let us suppose I uploaded a game onto the internet, like Call of Duty Black Ops. Okay, and or you have for Assassin's Creed, any game. I uploaded onto the torrent file. Okay, and inside the crack I binded it with a Trojan. So obviously I'll be sending my server file to that particular game. So what will happen if anything if anyone is downloading that particular file onto his or system. So like for example, you downloaded the file, you installed the game. So what happened while you installed the game, automatically my server also got installed inside your system. And from there, it is just opening up a backdoor for me. So I am a client and that other person is the server. The victim is server. So if I'll just make any kind of request from that, it will give me the response. Like for example, I requested for the camera. Please show me the camera. So since I am a client, so my work is to request, send request. And what is the work of a server? To fulfill the request. The server will, what it will do is, it will just open up the camera for me. So I will be able to see you through your webcam. Okay, so that's why Trojan is very much harmful. Not only webcam, I can do anything. I can ask my Trojan anything to do inside your system. And since it is a server, it will fulfill my request, obviously. Okay, so I'm just giving my reverse IP address. Okay, then module startup, you can just keep the module startup if you want. Okay, so that you need not install it every time. I'm just making a sample right now. I'm not making a full-fledged Trojan right now. Okay, so see, keylogger is also there. Okay, module shield. Okay, fine. I'm hiding it from the MS config. I'm hiding it from the persistent, hiding it from any kind of explorer, hiding the step from any kind of file related explorers, so that nobody can view this file. So it will do what? It will act as a rootkit over here. You can see it's written over here, rootkit. So right now, this Trojan will be installed inside someone's system without leaving any kind of digital fingerprint over there for normal users. Obviously, a forensics expert will be able to find that over there. Okay, but for normal users, it won't show anything. So keyloggers, host files, add plugins, no need to do anything. You see file binders. I can bind this particular Trojan with any kind of with any exe file, any game file, anything, and give it to you. Okay, choose icon, I can do it. Okay, stuff file license, just okay. Now see, there are three options over here: no compression, UPX compression, and Empress compression. So no compression. Okay, first of all, I'll make a no compress, means with I will create an exe file without any kind of compression. Will the stuff. Okay, on the desktop, see, I'm having it's 11:42 already, so I'm just moving it a bit fast. So okay, so you can understand things. If you're not getting anything, just keep your questions ready with you. Okay.
No problem, sir. If you want to continue for 5 or 10 minutes more, there is no problem. You can take the time.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, sir. Okay, so right now I'll be creating the Trojan in which format? Uncompressed format. I'm not using any kind of compression right now. Okay, so I'm just naming it as uncompressed underscore Trojan. And I'm just keeping it up on the desktop. Save. Fine, and I'm closing it. I'm not closing it. Okay. So if you can see on my screen, here is uncompressed Trojan.exe. You can see. Okay, if you will see my screen, you will see here company is Microsoft Corporation, means inside the file description. Okay, so that if anybody tries to find out the properties, it will show that this particular, it will run inside your system. If anybody finds out also, it will show that it is a Microsoft Corporation process. Okay, so if there is a software inside the system that is actually handled by Microsoft and it is running on the system. So if the other person is not aware of the actual working of this particular exe file, he might be deceived. Okay, so uncompressed, this is uncompressed one. Now I'll use UPX compression. Okay, again generate. Continue. Yes, I don't want to use file binder anyhow right now. Okay, so UPX compression, and this one I've name is as compressed underscore Trojan. Now you will see the difference between the analysis of both. It's compressed.tcp, sorry. Okay, first of all, let me show you uncompressed one, then I'll show you that. I think I opened the wrong tar format. I'm having two one. This one is the right one. Sorry for that. I just made a mistake. That version that I opened before, that was actually unstable one. Okay, main settings, same thing is there. Network settings, you can just open up if you get a LAN IP. Okay, add this configuration, module shield. Okay, You can use file vendor, choose icon. You can use any one of them if you want. I will use, for example, Facebook, custom icon. Okay, fine. Build module, disabled means no compression. Okay, build server, desktop only. It was uncompressed. Okay, with the same name. What is the question? Can you please provide the recorded video? You can just ask that from our host, okay, Mr. Deepak, sir. He will surely give it to you. Okay. Fine. So we are using.
Yes, sir.
Huh?
We will upload in our YouTube channel of GTU-GSET. They will get from there.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, sir. Okay. So now it is a disabled one. I'm just creating a build server right now. Okay. I think I created it also. Uncompressed. Okay. Save. Okay. It's done. Now I will just create a UPX one. Okay. I'm creating a UPX one. Okay. Build server again. Then we have compressed. Fine. So it is done now. Windows D. You can see here uncompressed and this one is compressed. So both are the Trojans. Okay. 658 KB and 328 KB. You can see the size is also decreased. Okay. Now there are two Trojans with us right now. So now what we'll see is we'll try to analyze it. We'll do some first of all static analysis. Okay. That how it works and what is actually going on. Which one is this? Okay, sorry. This one is the previous one. This one is S1 compressed one. Yes. Fine. So let's open up something called as PE Studio. Okay, PE Studio is actually very good for static analysis. Or going on for any kind of debugger and disassembler, you can go for PE Studio. Okay, this is PE Studio. You will get it free from internet if you want and download it. The name is PE Studio. Right click over here, run as administrator. Because once you have the admin rights, you might be able to use it more efficiently. Okay. So drag and drop the file. So first one, we'll just open up the uncompressed one. This one is uncompressed. Okay. Dragging and dropping it over here. And then we'll see what is the difference between uncompressed and compressed. What happened? File, open file. Next. Okay, so you need to give it some time, a little bit of time before it gives you a output. It takes 1 or 2 minutes. You can see on my screen, if I use magnifier, it will be visible to you. So here it's still wait. As you can see, it's written wait. So you have to wait for some time so that it will give you the entire details. Okay. The most important part is imports. You can see over here, imports is written over here. Okay, it is not highlighted right now because it's still under process. So what is it actually doing right now? If you all know about system programming, I hope so that everybody knows about system programming. So inside system programming, you might be knowing about you might have learned like things, linkers and loaders. Okay, dynamic linking. So these are all what we do inside dynamic linking or linking process. Okay, it's still loading up. Okay, I think it's loaded up right now. Okay, so version. If I go on for the version information, you can see over here, date is empty, not written over here. Company name is Microsoft Corporation. Okay. File description, obviously it's remote service application. Okay. Internal name, MSR. Okay. SAAPP. That means if you really want to find out the Trojan inside your system, don't find it with the name of the file that you have installed. It will be installed with the name of MSRSAAPP. So you need to find out the original file name is this. Okay, fine. So okay, let's see indicators. Now it shows that file contains another file. Okay, fine. Okay, I will just make you all understand that what is it actually going on. What are things actually going on over here? So file contains another file. That means it is a packer. Okay, not packer. Sorry, it's a dropper. That means it is having the possibility, according to the static analysis, it is saying that it is having the power of installing another application through itself. That means obviously it is giving the access to the outer world. Then the other person is able to do anything that he wants inside your system. Okay, so this thing is that thing, and this one is actually suspicious thing. And the second one is most one that you will see is the file reference to a URL pattern. This is the most important thing that normally we check inside every Trojan and inside every ransomware. See, if there is a ransomware, obviously it will be having a Bitcoin address. When you will be doing any kind of payment over there, might be possible that it is sending some kind of HTTP packets or any kind of packets from your system to the attacker system. So we trace that packet and we try to find out the point from where it is getting originated. Okay, so these things are also very useful while reversing a particular malware. So it right now the things you are seeing here is very clear because it is not packed, it is unpacked, the normal format. Okay, so that's why it is very easy for you. You can see a file reference source to what 127.0.0.1, and then what is there 1604. That means this particular file when executed sends a request from okay 127.0.0.1 on the port number 1604. If you remember that I told you before also that it is a server file, and since it is a server file, it is running onto a particular port number, and that is 1604. So you need, so one thing we got is that there is a service, network service running onto the port number 1604, and that is what, that is obviously a remote access. Okay, so it may give a remote access to the other person. So these things are actually the things that we should take care of in while doing static analysis. Okay, then comes your DOS headers. It is about the file. DOS stub, it is also about the file. File headers of no use, it's of use but not for now. Okay, things that we are searching is imports. So this is something that is very important, imports and libraries. Okay, so let's see what is imports. Let me just so see, this is imports. So inside imports, you can see these are different libraries that are being imported. Okay, and inside a library, there are different functions over there. So if you can see my screen, there are different functions over here. Okay, and these many functions are getting imported while the execution of this particular program. So you can also see it is suspicious. Why it is suspicious? Because it is asking you anything. System relocation. Okay, system open registry key, open restrict close key, restrict query value, get keyboard type, destroy windows, load string, message box means destroy window means it can close, get keyboard type, that means it can get your keyboard strokes also. Okay, load string, message box, it can display message onto your screen. So these all things, sleep, it can put your system to your sleep. Okay, or virtual free, virtual allocation, it can allocate memory to some other processes also, like it can act as a bot also. Okay, get tick count, virtual query, there are many of them. You can see there are many different kind of libraries over here. The most dangerous one library that we need to check out is the writing. Means is it having any kind of privilege to write things inside our memory or not. Okay, you can see internet open URL. These are actually the URL downloaded file. I'll show you again, explain it a bit about those things. Internet open URL, this one, these are actually used normally in Trojans and you can say ransomwares. Okay, if you want to find out more information about these things, below you can see there is a link given over here. You go to that link and you will find it more information that why this particular library is being used. Okay, So this is a small file, a few KB file that is having these many permissions, okay. So obviously it is not genuine, and these are the libraries that are getting used by this particular thing. Okay. String table. Wait a minute, it's getting loaded up. Okay. So now see, this was the static analysis. Okay, just we were finding out the information. Okay, now अभी तक मैंने already BG या फिर कोई debugger इस्तेमाल नहीं किया. Okay, it's just PE Studio, but inside PE Studio only we got many things. Now we see the difference. कि अगर मैं same means not same. If I'm using PE Studio for which one? For the packed file. Okay, so file imports may you can see there are these many imports over here. Many files are shown over here. Libraries, indicators are also here. Okay, it will show you URL reference pattern. Everything is coming up onto the screen clearly. Now what we'll do is we'll just move and exit. Okay, so this one is the uncompressed one. Now we'll open. Sorry, I should not have closed it. Okay, so file, open file. Now we'll open up the compressed one that we didn't open it. Now see that is you will get something over here. Just wait for some time. It will take some time to load up all the values. In short, what is actually malware analysis? Malware analysis is just a combination of two different stages. Okay, first one is the code analysis. First of all, you will have to analyze the code, and second one is the behavior analysis. Okay, in code analysis, what we are doing is static analysis. We are seeing it over here that which all things are actually involved inside this particular exe file. What all things are getting involved? Means what all libraries are getting imported. What is the use of a library? Okay, these all things are coming up over here inside the static analysis. Now, when we will move on to the dynamic analysis, then inside that we'll see like the real-time working. Okay, that how things work inside. How actually a program is working and what is the effect going on inside our system. So that is inside the dynamic analysis. So okay, it's loaded up now. Okay, so again, if you remember before, not here, it was the same thing, the file information. Yes, previously inside signature it was not showing you UPX, but now it is showing you signature of what? UPS signature is over here. Okay, and file type is just same exe file. And inside indicators, if you remember previously, it was showing what? It was showing me a URL reference. But here, after the packing is done, you can see the URL reference is gone. It is not available here. Now it is not showing me any kind of URL reference. So this is the problem This is the problem that we face normally. If you're new to this particular field, then you will face these kind of problems. Okay, because if you might get some kind of tagged malware. Sometimes you may get encrypted malware. Sometimes you may get obfuscated malware. Okay, so these kind of malwares are not easy. Okay, so what you have to do is you have to decompress it again, and then we'll have to find out what is actually going on inside our system. Okay, I got a message, I think. Wait a minute. Link not working. Is also attached to a picture of it. Is this also attached with a picture of every format file? No, it is not attached with every picture format. Okay, for that you will have to require a third-party encryptor. Okay, not encryptor, cryptor. You can download cryptors, but cryptors are not free. We find you will find it with the name of FUD cryptors, FUD FUD cryptors. Okay, In chemistry, entropy is randomness. See, I'm not getting your question exactly what you're trying to ask. Second question is, what is Trojan or ransomware can be attached with a picture of every format? Okay, this one already done. No, it can be done. Means ransomware Trojans can be attached, but not by using this particular tool. Okay, you will have to use steganography, or you can use word cryptors. Okay, then you will be able to attach both of the files inside one. Now see, attachment is also of two things. One is binding. Okay, binding means what? You will be like, for example, there is how to evade antivirus. Okay, that was actually my next topic. Okay, but today I didn't get that much time to cover it up. See, in antivirus evasion, if you talk about, I think today I made that particular. Yes, today actually I was planning to do these all things also. Okay, so antivirus techniques. Okay, means antivirus. So entry point obfuscation. Okay, so this is what I was talking about. Obfuscation. What is obfuscation? Okay, now see, antiviruses are having what? They are having the entry point values. Okay, so if that is obfuscated, sometimes it may evade the antivirus. Second is outlast emulation. What is outlast emulation? It is a property in which viruses stay quiet for a longer duration of time. Okay, for a long time and do nothing. So it remains stagnant, and once it executes, then after again for some time, from duration of time, it stays stagnant. Okay, so entry point of execution also delays virus execution. Okay, outsmarting emulation means restructure viral code. जो भी मैंने कहा था, polymorphism, okay, and metamorphism and all, that is actually called as restructured. Okay, it means you are restructuring your viral code. So what happens when it is getting restructured every time? It doesn't seem like a particular virus code to the antivirus. So antivirus bypass it. Because see, antiviruses kaise means how they find out the Trojan files or any malware. Inside antiviruses, they are having a huge database of hash values. Okay, the salted hash values and the normal hash values. Okay, if your hash value gets matched up over there, then it is getting caught. Okay, but if just imagine if your hash value is getting changed every time. For example, like first time it executed, the hash value was x. Next time when executed, x value was y. Next time again executed, the hash value became z. So every execution is generating a new hash value. So what happens in this case? Your antiviruses gets evaded. Okay, there are many more things like emulator detection process. Okay, as I told before that today I didn't get that much time to cover up everything. Armoring is there, detecting debug mode is there. Okay, we don't have a framework for that. Still, it is preferable to use C language to write virus codes. Okay, क्योंकि normally क्या है कि in different languages the problem is what we already have predefined functions and predefined libraries from which we can import things, but viruses never work on libraries. Okay, so if you want to create a virus, you need to create your own libraries normally. Like अगर मुझे कोई socket create करना होता है तो in Python it is just a one line code. Okay, but for the same thing inside C language we have to just build a socket manually. Okay, so जितने भी वायरसेस होते हैं वो नॉर्मली ऐसे लैंग्वेज में लिखे जाते हैं जिसमें कि पॉलीमॉर्फिज्म एटसेट्रा अगेन प्लीज. ओके, सी सिंपल सी बात है. पॉलीमॉर्फिज्म में क्या है? इनर इंजन द कोड. लाइक फॉर एग्जांपल एक वायरस था जिसका काम था तुम्हारे सिस्टम के सारे जेपीजी फाइल्स को खराब करना. लेट अस सपोज. ओके, सो पॉलीमॉर्फिज्म इज व्हाट it will remain the same. Give me 1 second. Hello. Okay. Okay. Sorry for the interruption. Okay. I was talking about polymorphism. See, polymorphism क्या था? In polymorphism, you are having a particular virus code. Okay, let us suppose that virus code is for any purpose, X purpose. So what it is there inside polymorphism, there is a function that is just changing. See, there are too many questions, but I don't have that much time. Okay, so in short, I'll tell you the most difficult one was actually the ransomware only. Okay, fine. So just let me explain polymorphism first. So polymorphic virus is what inner engine remains the same, the functionality remains the same, only the hash value keeps on changing. Okay, metamorphism is what the inner engine also changes. Like for example, inner engine क्या था? पहले exe sorry JPG corrupt करने के लिए था. So now it will change to something else maybe. May something else can be done. Okay, and also the hash value will change. Oligomorphism, इसमें क्या था? It actually is focusing on the encryption key. एक बार एग्जीक्यूट किया, मान लो तुमने अभी एक वायरस कोड देखा जो एन्क्रिप्टेड था. सो अगर वायरस कोड एन्क्रिप्टेड था, सो डिक्रिप्ट करने के लिए तुम्हें की चाहिए. You anyhow found out the key and tried to decrypt it. But again, when you executed it, the malware again changed its key and again encrypted it. So it's getting again a big task. Okay, you have my email ID over here. You can ask it over there also. Okay, because I have to show you just one last thing. Okay, so that was I was talking about indicators. Okay, so यहाँ पे क्या था? Imports में याद होगा पहले कितने सारे imports थे. Okay, you were able to see many imports, but right now you can see only few of the imports are visible over here. Rest all imports are now hidden. So ये problem है packing का. Okay, जब packing करते हैं तो हमें static analysis में problem आ जाती है और dynamic में भी आती है. But today I don't have the time left any much. Okay, any more actually with me कि मैं dynamic दिखा सकूँ. नहीं तो फिर मैं dynamic भी जरूर दिखाता क्योंकि मैंने प्रिपेयर कर रखा था इन चीजों के लिए कि मुझे दिखाना था एक्चुअली आज तुम लोगों को WannaCry का गेधरा में. Okay, so this is Gedra.
Sir, we will keep one more lecture of you, sir. Don't worry, sir. We will take one more lecture from you in the short coming time, sir.
Okay, fine. So thank you, sir. अभी के लिए फिर इतना ही. Okay. Hope you all just found out informative. Okay. So I'm stopping.
I have shared your email ID also. If anybody is having doubt, they can ask directly to you, sir. And
Okay.
we will keep one more session. Rest of the things we will covering in that session also, sir.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
And it was very informative and real. We have seen the real practical and a lot of learning from this. And we know that today malware is the major in cyber security. It is disturbing a lot. And about the ransomware also we got a lot of information. It's very informative, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you a lot, sir.
Okay. Okay, sir. Welcome. So bye for now. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
Bye.
We will upload the video lecture on our YouTube channel. I have shared already. Channel name is GTU-GSET.
Okay. Thank you, sir. We'll just take care of it. Okay. Bye, everyone.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Welcome.
Thank you very much.